and a Newkirk.
Yeah.
She's so nice. She said, well, I'm kind of not a privateer, kind of break even, so you can keep the check win. But I mean, if you want to give it to me, you can give it to me. Are you joking?
Yeah.
She literally breaks even, which means she makes no money. Like, then how do you eat when you're not at a race? Like, she's so humble. That was special, man.
She said she had like a mechanic this race and a line coach, which is like kind of like she hasn't had before, or she's invested more into it, or who knows what. But yeah, she was like trying to also like put off the fact that it's tougher for her. And I'm like, yeah, like, anyway, she, like you said, she is so cool. And it's good for both her and Lucky to prove that Poland was or she qualified, was it for William, but like she's had a super good quali earlier on in the season, and it's like this just basically solidifies that result, and the bike designer, that's Evan Turpin. Remember racing him in the Normans? Like, he was the ultimate bike geek. Yeah. So
Nico mentioned, and I was like, oh, I didn't actually follow that story.
That's cool. Yeah. So it's awesome. Yeah, and he's like a mad scientist.
You got frameworks by Nico and Evan Turpin. They've all had World Cup
and
podiums
these are all
and wins.
Our old Norma contemporaries. Well, like they were just starting
Roger,
when I was.
one of the first ones in my generation to design bikes? Maybe there'd been people before. I mean, I'm probably missing that.
Yeah.
Someone hit us up in the comments if before my era someone retired and actually designed a bike from scratch-ish. I mean, people give feedback, and Fabian Burrell's half a bike designer, but I don't know, to like start a bike brand and like be like the engineer, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's cool because besides all the things that you get, those marginal gains when you have the big team set up with the chef and the masseuse and the everything, also just having the correct team environment can go a long way. If you look after the important things and, cut budget on the other things, so you're sharing a room, or there's just right to focus on the right things, and the environment for the riders, the culture of the team and the pits and the vibe goes a long way to a successful race weekend. And just, it's cool to see, from the most high-tech bikes, I'm not going to say Anders is a low-tech bike, but, you got both ends of the spectrum right there, so pretty awesome. And like, and then you can, and then just watching Vale, like that margin is big margin, and but if you compare the factory setups, the trucks, the electronic suspension, and that you can still be competitive, that's a great sport. You just, it's almost like run what you brung, but not really, because we know how the sport is now. But it is cool to see little fairy tales in our sport.